Guys, what an amazing week. I almost broke my own record for most amount of profit on Prizepicks in one single week. You could see my best week ever was plus 86.9 units in week 6. So I started this Discord November 20th, 2023. By the 6th week, I hit a record of 86.9 in 1 week. This past week, I went up 86.2 units on Prizepicks, so my second best week ever. And if you guys have seen the videos the past weeks, I've been hitting all kinds of 25Xs. I actually hit 5 25Xs and 1 10X in one single week. And you guys see probably by the community post, if you guys have seen that today. This was one on Monday. So you see March 11, the date's right there. March 12, another one. March 12, another one. So I had 2 in 1 day on March 12. Then I hit one on March 13. That's 3 days in a row of 25Xs, 4 25Xs in 3 days. And then we slowed down Thursday and Friday, but Saturday we were back at it with a 10X. And then just last night with that Murray discount prop, we hit another 25X. So as you can imagine, even with all the slips I play, I play about 10 slips a day. That's about 70 slips. Since I hit 5 25Xs, that's 125 units alone, excluding the 2Xs and all the 0.4Xs. So that adds up to 86.2 units of profit on Prizepicks. Now, what does that mean for you if you were actually in the Discord? If you're up 86.2 units and you're putting $5 per slip, you would be up at least $431 this week. In one single week, you'd be up $431, assuming you're only putting $5 per slip. A lot of people in Discord put like $20 per slip, so they're up 1.7K. So you can see how valuable it is to actually be in the Discord. Specifically this week, obviously don't expect every week to be plus 86.2 units. See, last week we're actually down. It doesn't really matter if you're down, because the next week, if you're going up 86.2, you're wiping out all of last week's losses and you're making a shit ton of money. In this 4-week span, we went up 160 units. And again, 160 times 5 is about $800 in profit in 4 weeks, which means if you're spending $50 on a plan for that specific month, you're making $750 of profit. It's very important to invest in yourself. And it's funny, I had a conversation with someone in the comments on one of my videos. He said, does $50 membership come with the OddsJuice website too, or that's used for the best deals? I said, no, that's a separate subscription. The Discord only is $50. And he originally said it's a bit steep, but I said, you get what you pay for. That's why this Google Sheet is everything tracked. This is 526 units of profit over 17 weeks. You're getting what you're paying for. $50, it might seem steep, but if you're investing in yourself, you're going to see the profits are rolling in. This week, you would have made that money back so easily. And it's not just this week, as I show by the Google Sheet. It's a constant thing. And look, this guy said, feeling good about joining now, because he was in here for 3 days. He cashed out multiple 25Xs. Yes, sir. Already going to be upgrading to his monthly, just to show you, because I know a lot of you guys watching are thinking exactly like this guy. It might be a bit steep of a price. You don't want to kind of dip your feet in and get those picks. You're not sure if it's actually worth paying for the picks, but I'm telling you guys, one YouTube video, I give maybe 1-2 slips. In the Discord, I'm giving 10 to 12 slips a day. So basically, one day in the Discord is equivalent to 12 YouTube videos. So if you're really loving the YouTube videos and the YouTube picks, you're basically at 12 times the value per day, which is a ton of value. And it's going to bring a lot of profit for you guys in the long run if you stick with it and are consistent in the Discord putting in these slips. Now, people also ask, how do you actually join the Discord? It's very simple. It's this first link in the description. You're going to go on WAP, and we have the Prizepicks only plan, the underdog only plan, and the Prizepicks plus underdog plan. A lot of people just play Prizepicks, so they're on this plan. $13.49 a week. Like I said, a lot of the people in Discord just made $400 this week. So it's absolute steal, honestly, at this price. And prices will continue to rise as I continue improving my models, especially with MLB coming up. I think I'm going to be extremely profitable. So depending how good I do there, I'm probably going to raise prices again. But you guys could lock in these rates before I actually raise the prices. So this is what it is. $50 for the month, $13.49 for the week. Absolute steal, as I said. And basically, when you sign up here, you just link your Discord, and then you're going to be invited to the premium Discord, where I send all the slips like this with the exact links to my slips, and you just tail them and click $5 down. Whatever your unit is, doesn't really matter. There's also resources in here like the important readme here and the FAQ. Make sure to read these when you guys join, because a lot of people join, don't read anything, and then they complain, why didn't we hit in a specific day? Read all the information when you join the Discord. Super important. And at this point, if you still don't want to play, guys, I still have a free trial, but you have to sign up on Underdog using my code OddsJuice, and just email me either at info@oddsjuiceinc.com, or just add me on Discord and send me proof of this, like basically using the OddsJuice code, as well as your transaction history showing that you put that deposit bonus, and I'll give you a free week of the Prizepicks and Underdog picks, so at least you have something to play with Underdog with the money you just used to deposit on it. So that's my announcement here, guys. I always do these recaps on the Monday. You can see 5 25Xs in 1 week. I know some people have never even hit a 25X in their life. I've hit countless 25Xs. I don't even know how many. Definitely over 100. So if you've never hit a 25X before or a 6 for 6, the OddsJuice Discord is the perfect place to join. Let's see the premium success right here. Everyone here just cashing all the same slips. I share the exact same slips with everyone. There's no gray area. It's not some people are losing and some people are winning. Everyone has the exact same stuff. So with that being said, sign up for the Discord, first link in the description, or sign up to Underdog using my code, and I'll get you that free week. Now, for the actual picks, we're getting into it. So here we're going with a Valorant stack, and if you know anything about Valorant, it's basically a copy of CS2, so they have the exact same type of correlation within the game. We want a lot of rounds between the teams in the specific game. So these guys are against each other. Prizepicks versus Carmen Corp. If this game ends up being longer, maybe going to OT, or just has a lot of rounds. So it's round based in Valorant, like CS2. I believe it's up to 13 in Valorant. So if it's like a 13-1 game, that's terrible for us because we have 2 overs. But if it's like a 13-9, 13-10, or potentially a game that ends up going to overtime, or maybe both of the maps end up going to overtime, this is an easy cash because there's going to be more rounds and more opportunity for both of these guys to get kills. So very simple concept there. We're grabbing the overs here, and we're grabbing these specific guys because if we go on underdog to compare, for example, we're getting 34.5 on Prizepicks. On underdog, we're getting all the way up at 36.5. We're getting 2 kills of value on this guy, and then for sake, I'm getting another 1.5 kills of value, 32.5 on Prizepicks, 34 on underdog. Very simple there. Then we went over to Cleveland. We're grabbing Jared Allen on the over rebounds and Okoro on the under. Hoping that Jared Allen maybe steals 1 or 2 rebounds from Okoro. That's going to look very nice for us. And then obviously this one is very simple concept to understand. We're grabbing Cade Cunningham on the over 7 assists, and we're pairing this up with Jalen Duren on the over 25.5 PRA. Now this game does have a minus 15 spread, we can see right here, and a pretty low total. Like it's a bit edging on the lower side, but if we go and check the actual player props, so if we check Cade Cunningham assists, he's set at 7.5 on the sportsbooks, and only a bit of juice towards that under 7.5. Honestly, I think it would be fair to have him at 7.5 on Prizepicks. Since we're getting him at 7, might as well grab his over, plus we're getting that push potential. And then if we go ahead and check Duren, how many points are assisted here, we see that 68% of his field goals made are assisted. That's obviously going to help Cade Cunningham get his assists up. Basically, when Duren's going to be scoring, a lot of the time it's going to be assisted potentially by Cade Cunningham. So that is the first slip, very simple to understand there. Then this second slip here, we're going with Pascal Siakam on the under 21.5 points, as well as Naismith on the under 19.5 PRA. Now for this Pacers game, they actually are a minus 6.5 favorite with a 225 total. That's like relatively low for Pacers. Normally you see Pacers games are up all the way up 240 because they are one of the highest paced teams in the NBA, but the Cavs are going to slow them down a bit. So we're going with unders on both of those players, especially if there's a blowout. I mean, this is an easy cash on Siakam's under 21.5, as well as Naismith's under 19.5 PRA. So we're hoping for slow pace and potentially a blowout, and we're going to go for the unders on that. Next, you can see right here in Portland, we're going for Ayton on his over 19.5 points, and then Kamara on his under 8.5 points. Now this game's interesting. It's a minus 8 spreads toward the Chicago Bulls and a 213.5 total. That is really low. So what we're expecting is only one of these players to probably go over their points prop, for 2 reasons. One, if it's a blowout, you're not going to expect 2 guys to go over their points prop, as well as the fact that it's a low pace game, so you're not going to see a bunch of the Portland players going over their points props. We're going for Ayton on his over, Kamara on his under, assuming that Ayton has the good game and Kamara's kind of held back. Now for Tobias Harris here on the rebounds, we're grabbing his under 6.5, and that's just a straight positive EU play, so we're looking at the juice and a couple other factors. So minus 126 on Tobias Harris on the rebounds. If you guys don't know what this means, basically the higher the minus, the more likely it is for that specific prop to happen. Because this is only at minus 103 for the over rebounds, it means the under rebounds is more likely than the over rebounds. So very simple to understand there. And then the last pick is going to be Andrew Wiggins on the over 17.5 PRA. An exact same concept if we go over to the Golden State game here. Golden State Warriors, and we go over to player props and check out Wiggins. You can see his over PRA is heavily juiced towards the over 17.5 rather than the under 17.5. So you're going to want to be all over Wiggins over 17.5 PRA. And this is a good example of like when there's heavy juice. Minus 239 on the under 1.5 3-point field goals. But obviously this prop doesn't exist on Prizepicks. So you kind of want to find the best ones that are at least around minus 130-ish to minus 140. Obviously the higher the better. But Prizepicks knows they're not going to go put this prop at minus 239 on their site, because if they do, then that is too good of a prop, because they're giving you these fixed payouts of these 25x's. And if we had a bunch of props like Wiggins at minus 239, we'd absolutely destroy Prizepicks. So they have to be a little bit more fair. Looking more around props that hit at 50-50 rate. Of course, this under 1.5 on Wiggins is hitting way higher than 50%. So you're never going to see a prop like this on Prizepicks. So you got to find the props that are good enough that Prizepicks kind of sleeping on and still has them on their actual site. So that is the 2 full 6 months for you guys. Join the Discord for more.